Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. For a continent that attracts countless tourists from all over the world, it sure has its mysteries. It's a giant place with tons of people with great traditions and histories. From being an archaeological hotspot to being known for the strangest things, here are several extraordinary discoveries from Asia. Number 1. Shimao. Can a city be lost? That's a question only archaeologists can answer. They discovered the lost city of Shimao, which dates back to 2300 BC. Excavation began, and luxurious artifacts, sophisticated infrastructure, and what seems to be a 230-foot-high stepped pyramid were uncovered. The pyramid is said to have served as the residence of the Shimao rulers. As powerful as this kingdom was, it drowned. But apart from that, there's something much more shocking and intrusive about Shimao. Inside the protected, gruesome wall of the pyramid, archaeologists found evidence of human sacrifices. They also uncovered about 70 stunning sculptures of serpents, monsters, and half-human beasts. So what's happening here? And why did the city mysteriously vanish? This is one of those mysteries that forces historians to rethink the beginning of Chinese civilization. Trust me, you can't unlearn such things. But hey, maybe it's just a hoax. Number 2. Island of Gold. A lost city of gold, is it? We've seen and heard fables about forgotten empires lost to time and hidden beneath the canopy of some distant jungle. But what if they're not just tales to pass the time? Within the murky depths of the River Musi lies a city full of treasures like gold, historical artifacts, and jewels. The city's said to have been situated in Sumatra and to have ruled Indonesia and much of Southeast Asia for over 600 years. One historian described it as the place where man-eating snakes, fire-belching volcanoes, and Hindi-speaking parrots were found. It was known as the city of Srivijaya, a wealthy and powerful port along the ocean trade route between East and West. This reminds me of Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Could it be the same city? Pack up your backpack and let's travel to the City of Gold. Number 3. The Wall of Jordan. When it comes to accomplishments of ancient civilizations, we tend to underappreciate them just because we stereotype them as primitives who only wore loincloths. Some feats of engineering, such as the Kat Shabib Wall, also known as the Wall of Jordan, are quite impressive yet mysterious. The ancient wall that extends 150 kilometers in southern Jordan has left archaeologists all over the world with a series of mysteries. The wall's existence was first recorded in 1948 by Sir Alec Kirkbride, the then British ambassador to Jordan. Now in ruins, the wall is believed to have been constructed between the Nabatean period and the Umayyad period. The wall stood a little over 3 feet tall and had some towers built alongside it, standing 6 to 12 feet tall. The presence of the towers brought more confusion regarding the wall, but 3 questions remain. When was the wall constructed? Who designed it and why? Well, I guess some things are better left unanswered. Number 4. The Pyramids of China. Could the Chinese be an Egyptian colony? Although they try to hide it, there's a possibility that it could be true. I mean, why hide it if it's not the truth? During his journey between India and China in 1945, a U.S. Air Force pilot, James Gossman, spotted a tremendous pyramid that would put Giza to shame. It became a mystery that no one was ready to unravel. Fast forward centuries later, and the mystery's still that. What's clear is the fact that it's not just one pyramid but several, which aren't easily distinguishable to the human eye, since they're covered with trees and grass. Unlike the Egyptian pyramids, these pyramids are made of mud and dirt, and are more like mounds. A lot about these pyramids is left in the hands of the Chinese government. What could they be hiding? There's only one way to find out. Number 5. Cat Island. Show me a place with significantly more feline residents than people. Japan's a country every cat lover should visit. What could be cuter than seeing cats and kittens walking around on their island? It's not just one island, but a couple, with 3 being the most famous cat islands: Aoshima Island, Tashirojima Island, and Manabashiba Island. Aoshima is one of the most famous islands. When you mention Cat Island in Japan, they'll refer you to this beautiful island. Believe it or not, this island has only 20 residents and more than 120 cats. The island's located in the Ehime Prefecture of southern Japan. This is a destination all cat lovers should try to visit, though you should know that there are no cars, hotels, or restaurants on this island, so go prepared. After all, cats don't need such things. Planet of the Cats, perhaps? Number 6. The Green Banyan. How old can a tree be? I bet you weren't waiting to hear about 700 years old. Yeah, that's right. The oldest banyan is that old. It's the oldest and biggest tree in India. At first sight, you'd think this was a mini forest, but it's not. These are actually the aerial roots of the old banyan tree. The tree covers an area of about 14,500 square meters, or 3.5 acres, making it the widest tree in the world. So what's so mysterious about this tree? Well, as you've probably guessed, it's not a normal tree. Could you imagine that as each year passes, the great banyan tree continues to widen? To make things more mysterious, the tree grows and survives without its main trunk. The original tree trunk measured 50 inches in diameter before it was damaged in 2 cyclones in 1925. It had to be amputated in order to preserve the remainder of the tree. It now draws in visitors from all over the world to see how large it is. Oh, before I forget, if you wish to marvel at this beautiful piece of nature, find your way to the Jagadish Chandra Bose Indian Botanic Garden in India. Number 7. Scarecrow Village. Japan's a country that can give you the best experience and also give you chills by the time you're leaving it. And this is one of the reasons why. As you pass through the Aya Valley, in the village of Nagoro for the first time, you'll wonder why everyone stands motionless, only to later realize that those are dolls or scarecrows and not real people. This village stands out on its own, with creepiness like no other. Almost 200 of its inhabitants are scarecrows, and only about 20 of them are humans. You'll find them placed everywhere around the village in a lifelike position, like at bus stops, in the supermarkets, and on farms, telephone lines, or even having a silent chat with each other. Not creepy enough, huh? Well, you should know that every scarecrow is recorded in the Scarecrow Registry, where they all have a name, sex, age, personality, and a life story that you can read about. Yeah, you heard that right, a full backstory. All in all, visiting this village should be on your bucket list of things to do in Japan. Just make sure you're not captured and turned into one yourself. Number 8. Wara Art. Japan needs an award for having some of the most incredible art. I mean, look at this. You don't see this in museums and art galleries often, do you? And if you're wondering what these installations are, you should know they're part of the annual Wara Festival. Japan's love for rice has gone beyond even making creative use of the remaining straws. Usually, they're mostly reused for roofs, fertilizer, and even livestock feed. However, the students of Mushishiro Art University in Tokyo founded an annual festival where they create wonderful sculptures from leftover rice straws. The festival always takes place in Uesugi-Gata Park in Niigata Prefecture. These creatures are just amazing works of art. Number 9. Nail houses. I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not a house full of nails or anything like that. According to China, nail houses are homes where the owner refused to accept compensation from a property developer for the demolition. It's like trying to remove a stubborn nail. There are many of these houses all over China because people don't want to leave their homes. On roads, in business districts, and even on construction sites, you'll see a house standing alone like an island. It clearly shows how stubborn the Chinese can be and reminds us to never have an argument with them because we're bound to lose. Makes me wonder what'll happen with Taiwan. Let's hope for the best. Number 10. Crab vending machine. We leave it to China to always take things to a new level and surprise us with things we never thought were possible. It's as if they're a few years ahead of us regarding technology. If you ask me if I ever predicted that crabs could be sold in vending machines, my answer would be no. Maybe if it were Japan, it wouldn't be so shocking. I mean, they have vending machines for literally everything, even phones. From August to October, these vending machines are stocked with live crabs going for around $2 to $8. It even comes stocked with crab vinegar. I wonder what's next in the world of vending machines. Live fish or chicken? I guess the possibilities are endless. But hey, let's not think out loud. The Chinese might not take it as a joke. Until next time, adios.